It's gonna be a long ass podcast. Maybe. We'll see. Next time time flies, we'll be like, oh, I gotta go somewhere. Oh shit.
Oh shit, I gotta go.
I'm busting my ass.
Oh, he was almost done. Yo, you're looking a little low on the
Low? On the juice? I'm gonna be talking a lot, so this is gonna be sitting here for a minute.
You be out.
I feel like this is like a weird angle right now. What up?
It is what it is.
What up?
Jazz hands. Jazzy.
Well, this ain't Java Bean no more.
First of all, second of all, third of all, it is the Java bean wherever I go.
Actually, I'm ready for like presentation wise. Make it look cool. Look like I'm part of the. This guy.
This is always the Java. This is my light bulb. I had an idea, and this is always the Java bean. So don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. See, buzzing. That's why airplane mode is important.
Somebody in airplane mode. Yo, what's up? It's Dreas, aka DJ Anti-Zero, and I'm here with none other than Infamous, aka Prodigy, aka Infamous Prodigy, aka Java Beans podcast host extraordinaire. I am knocking all your cards out. I'm sorry, sir. I know.
Oh, damn. I finished it. That's okay. They're gone.
Alright. Well, matter of fact, while we're at it, since we're introducing you at the same time, business cards, let me go by the camera. You guys can see.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
On the way over.
A little tight squeeze. Don't worry, he's coming. He'll be right there.
Yep. Woo, Infamous. Woo. Follow, because I don't do the,
No, there it goes.
Alright, cool. We're there.
Boom. And we're back. Well, and I'm back. So, he's coming, don't worry.
Bro. Shorty is hitting. Okay.
Yo.
Oh, that's Shorty.
Don't get me started. You know I can go out for days. Leave it alone.
Shorty out
Please,
here.
leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Shorty out here.
Like Michael Jackson. Leave me alone. Anyway. But yeah, bro. So Java Bean, you already know. If you guys don't know, that's my podcast. Go check it out. Tag link maybe in the description.
Yes.
There it is.
Just let me give him
the link.
Just give me stuff. Everything will be tagged in within the YouTube and within the podcast section.
Yeah.
So
see, wait, hold on, podcast section.
Yeah, the audio format of this. So I do both
audio
and
I see
video.
I'm about to say there's something I don't know.
No, this is the podcast.
Put me on.
So for those who might not have seen the video, because I only got like 2 views. So it'd be like that.
All of the like 2 of you that did.
Facts. It's also going to be on my Facebook page as well. So
okay.
I'm going to be extending this a bit more on the social media aspects. This also will be broken down into my Instagram, IGs, TV stories as well. So moving forward in 2020, because I didn't do this prior.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But did you announce the name of your podcast?
I'm about to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you. So, moving forward in 2020, this will no longer just be the Dreas Hip Hop Podcast.
Oh.
That was an old title. Shout out to anybody prior that was on it. Bojina, Vidova.
Vidova la Copertura.
And I'm looking forward to everybody else. This is kind of the beginning. This is more of the end segue into the selection. Which
this is the wake up after the KO. If you watched my podcast before this one, which you probably won't because this was coming out before that one, we was talking about people KOing.
Yes, we're talking about actually a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I actually look forward to that because I actually had some very interesting things I had said, and so did he.
Look forward to the Java Bean episode 19. We thought it was 20, but it wasn't. Yeah. Well, I thought it was 20, but it wasn't. I was hyping up 20 because it's 20. It wasn't 20. Hey, this ain't even plugged in. Oh, shit. We're here, busting it.
We're not keeping that in your thing.
Look, I'm going to right. It is what it is. As long as we still have a few up here.
This is why I love the selection, aka Dreas Hip Hop Podcast, because this is bullshit.
That's a fact. You know what? I had a thing segment on my podcast called Bullshit Friday. It only happened one Friday. It was supposed to be every 7th episode. It didn't work out, so I just didn't do it again. Whatever.
Do I have blue on me? Is that from your...
Blue? No, your jacket is just... illuminating and being awesome.
This guy. My jacket is not that awesome.
It's a great jacket.
$20 at Burlington. Relax. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty nice.
That's actually nice. That's a good deal, bro. Hold on.
I seen this, I was like, you know, I got this, and it's reflective. Oh my god.
Oh, ain't no cards hitting me today.
Yo, son, when you miss that bus, the last bus, and it's dark out, and then we go talking about, oh, I didn't even see you.
Wait. Yes, you did.
Bro.
I banged on the door, bro.
Bro.
What you talking about? I banged. Oh, word.
Yeah,
word.
you gotta reflect on
Word,
bro.
hold
You
on.
can't tell me you ain't see shit.
Wait. Continue. Because I got a lot of shit to talk about. Shit that I'm actually kind of don't want to leave her hanging, but I might have to.
Oh, you gotta talk?
No, I'm not talking to nobody.
Oh.
I want to. You continue.
Alright, okay.
Because I got some shit that I want to. And you gotta.
No, I mean, if you want to add on that, go ahead.
Alright, cool. So, now, 2020 is about to be big.
Okay.
Alright, 2020 is about to be big. So let me open up my Jackie, because you know, my face got on my
Jackie.
Let me turn this shit on real quick. Because I'm
Son,
going to have to put you on something real quick, yeah?
Jackie for the phone.
Alright, so me, Aura Bankroll. Aura Bankroll was a guy that actually did the Manifest Vision Studios music showcase. He was one of the performers. And
Was he the first one?
No. He was like more towards the last.
Okay.
He came late.
And this was the second one.
This is the first one.
Okay, first one.
Yeah, the first. He actually had a very.
I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait. This is a gun. Wait, this is a broom. This not a mop. This is the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit go to the bullshit. It was fire.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
But we actually collabed after that, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, we collabed after that.
Okay, collabs. I hear it.
And we're about to start something called the 7:30 Challenge. Now, I actually also collabed with another DJ, the one that I tried to get you linked up with, but you know, there was a lot of flaking going on between, whatever. It was a lot at the time. Right now, it's probably not. At the time, it was a lot. Don't want to like go into depth. I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Probably fine.
Step on, you know what I mean?
No, probably fine.
So I collabed with that DJ.
Okay.
We made a beat.
Okay.
And I want to see what you think about it. For the 7:30 challenge. First, let me explain what this. You know what? I'll let the beat explain what the 7:30 challenge is because Aura Bankroll's on it. He's not rapping it up like that. You know, let me stop. You'll understand.
I'll give my honest opinion. So whatever reaction and what I'm about to say, strictly honest. This is not no like
keep
I'm about to say.
Keep it 100%.
Yeah.
Keep it 100%. Listen. What the fuck, bro? Not even connected to the Bluetooth. Hold on.
And no, this is just props, people. So this is not like we're using this right now.
It's not a prop. Number one.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. For this show, this podcast, for people that are not seeing the visual, we have microphones here that we're not using. This is right now exclusively for the Java Bean. I'm not using it. I'm just talking directly to the thing.
I just keep looking at the mic because it's a habit now. It's literally a habit now. Alright, so first of all, the girl that's in the beginning, what Taz did, the DJ, he took, so there's this girl that he's really into. She left him a message on his phone. He took the message and flipped it and put it into a beat. So
be careful. I hope you be careful. I just hope you be careful because she could turn around and be like, yeah.
Well, no. She already knows.
Oh, okay.
This is something that was collabed between the two of them. He asked, she said, oh, that'd be awesome. He did it. It was fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're looking at. Listen. Oh my god.
So now, we're also
anyway,
I'm gonna address this.
Address it.
I'm listening this for two perspectives. One, my personal, which is do I want to fuck with this song, rotation X, Y, and Z? How I personally take, because this is literally how I move, even as a DJ.
Right.
I have my own DJ set list and my own personal playlist. My DJ, my personal playlist is practically just two different playlists. I never listen to the same song.
Understood.
Yeah.
So from those two perspectives.
So I'm not listening from a DJ perspective. I'm listening from an actual audio technician of does it sound good? And
Okay, good. I'm glad. Yes, this is good.
I'm listening for two perspectives.
So the main point, fuck it, I'm going to explain it away.
Okay.
The main point of the challenge is to like, okay, so you know how some of those tracks are out where they get people to get onto the song, dance, and get crazy on it, right?
Okay, yes.
And see who can get the craziest. Pretty much post your video if you get crazy with that song. That's what the 7:30 challenge is. That's pretty much the general basic of it. So it's not all rapping or nothing on the track. It's just him. You'll see.
Okay. I'm looking for it. It's a lovely table. That's all I need. Actually, I like the 808 speakers. This is fire.
Yeah.
But I dropped mine because I knew speaker.
It's a sample too, by the way. So this is like the build up part where like everybody just listens to the track, you know, not aware of what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I get it. The four count.
Right.
Ladies.
That's all big, bro.
Y'all might be asleep right now, but I'm gonna need y'all to wake up.
Taz's little
Y'all might think
audio
it's beating
sound.
up, but there's a little more to it. What? Let's go.
Also, a Jersey mix. Okay.
Bro,
Y'all really
honest opinion.
Okay.
As you can see, I fuck with the song. As you can see. As you can see.
I apologize for those that are listening, and it may sound a little funky because it's audio.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
So yeah.
Plus, I was moving it all over the place too. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Is it out already or?
No.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's an exclusive.
Okay, there you go.
That's an exclusive.
So
that's an exclusive.
when it releases, I'll update the bio for that song, and it'll be on the bio link description for that. So, my opinions. Which one will we go with first? Is the question.
Randomize. Go. Boom.
Okay, personal. This is thought of my head.
There it is.
Personal. No, not me. I can see people fucking with it because of the Jersey Club beat. Not my cup of tea. And it kind of ties in with the audio version of why I say no. And again,
What do you mean with the audio version of Rice? I don't understand.
and I'm about to explain. At first, when I first heard it, I'm listening to it. I'm like, okay, the beat sounds nice. I like it. When Bankroll came in and introduced not himself, but like the track.
Yep.
My mind went to, okay, this is like one of those, chill openers.
Okay.
I'm, just coming to a party and I'm chilling.
Right.
Cause first of all, I like the intro. The intro, the beat, like it, love it.
Okay.
What messed me up was, okay, I'm being 100. I'm not trying to.
Don't just air it out, nigga.
I'm not trying to be mean about it. When how Bankroll delivered and what he had said about it.
Okay, hold on. No.
It confused me.
It's good that you're saying
Yeah.
this right now because this is not done.
Okay, cool.
You feel me?
It confused me. As a listener, it confused me. Because when I was hearing it, he came on, I was like, okay, this is chill. This is, cool. So in my head, I'm like, all right, if I'm going to DJ this, I'm playing this at the beginning of the party. Everybody's vibing out, just getting to, know each other. We're just dancing a little bit. The beat came in. I was like, oh, shit. So in my head, I was jamming, but Aero was too mellow.
Like he wasn't hype enough.
Yes.
Hey,
So
hold on.
That part put me off.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on, Aura. I'm talking to you, nigga. Aura, I'm talking to you, bro. Yo. When we was at the crib, Shun, what did I say, bro? I said, yo, get hype on it. Be like, yo, fuck it up. And he was like, yo, man, I can't do that, bro. It's just not me. It's not me. I told you, nigga. I didn't say nigga on this, right?
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
I told you, nigga. I told you. Bro, we redoing it.
It's literally
We
because
can beat.
the first words, I'm not gonna say first lines, we're like, all right, I'm pretty sure y'all just waking up. You know, I need y'all to wake up. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is, really a party starter.
Right?
So then when the beat kicked in, I was like, oh, this is Jersey. So, okay, I can put this, and this is now in the audio technician box with the DJing XYZ. I'm like, okay, I can put this with a Jersey. But then he kept the mellow vibe from the beginning throughout the song, and I'm like, how am I supposed to dance? And you
And you go ahead and get mellow.
that wasn't feeling with me. Like,
okay, so from the audio perspective, not audio.
It was good.
From no.
Everything, no, I'm saying everything, the sample, the introduction, it was good. I liked it.
It's just he gotta get hype, and then that makes the song. See, revisions on the way.
And as a DJ, I can able to spin that.
You can spin the fuck out of that.
I can blend in with every other Jersey song.
and just rattle it, and it's 7:30, and then it's on the map.
There you go.
So that's what we're working on. That's what we're working on for 2020.
Or
I got a lot of shit.
another method. If he doesn't feel like precisely doing that,
why is my shit backwards?
I think this is enough for fun.
I don't know what was going on.
Or another method is, instead of replacing his vocals, this may work, I don't know for sure, you gotta test this out in production, have more of a hype ad-libs.
I understand.
As in like...
I don't do music.
Oh, okay.
I work with a lot of DJs and stuff.
It makes it easier if I'm using the Migos as a reference. You heard Migos tracks, where it'd be like ice.
Yeah.
And like, Migos!
Oh, so I see what you're saying.
Yeah, those ad-libs that hype the usual side of the song.
Okay.
Like, hey, like that type of shit. Like,
yeah. I was just saying. Fuck it up. Oh, shit. Break it down. Put it louder. Shit like that. Okay.
And then you can still have this mellow version on the side of everything else. Just put more emphasis on the hype.
Yes, because you want them to get hype, so you gotta help them get that.
Yes.
If you're out here like, yeah, that was nice.
I was not.
No.
I was not.
Break it up. You know what I'm saying?
I was not expecting Jersey, man. I can tell you right now.
Was that Heat though? That shit was Heat, right?
I liked it.
That shit was Heat.
I definitely liked it. Fuck it up.
See, and it's gonna make anybody want to dance and get crazy and shake their booty and shit. No,
I do enjoy it. If it does come out, I'm pretty sure people that do like this podcast and everything else, they will follow. They're gonna definitely check it out and they will should listening. I'm just saying, you got something.
Huh? What?
So about the Java bean, right?
About the Java bean. Hold on. Podcast.
So, tell me.
Gonna check you in a minute.
I'm so glad I made it so bullshit podcast.
Yeah, this is good. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Get on my business.
Shit, I wish my phone was like connected to that shit. So I was like, about the Java Bean, tell them, for those who may or may not watch, just because of the fact of, like I say, this podcast is getting to know the people I am familiarized with and I am friends with and I do business with, etc. along the list of the board or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Allow them or tell them, advertise yourself, whatever case you want to do.
Okay.
About the Java Bean, about what you do, your brand, what you like doing. Floor is yours.
So let's start like this. First of all,
bullshit as much as you want.
I'm just gonna go from the rip.
Go ahead.
Okay. Infamous Prodigy. It's my clothing line that I had started recently, about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
The reason behind the start of the clothing line is very basic. It was because I have a certain style, that I would like to wear, like to see on other people, like to see on, say, my significant other, good friends of mine, mainly myself though.
That's how it works.
And I couldn't find it anywhere. So I created my own.
The cars keep falling.
Look, they gonna stay there. So I created my own. I decided to design the style that I was looking for. That gave birth to Infamous Prodigy. One, because now I have clothes that I can, rock and be proud of. And two, because as I started designing these clothes, I started to notice like, yo, one, I'm really good at this. And two, it makes me stupid happy. So, I mean, you don't really need any other reason to start to do something other than that right there.
First of all, I'm proud of you for that because this is first of all, what you're doing outside of the photography. When I first met you, and I tell everybody else is like, you'll find out happens, and if you can't find it, just try stuff.
Yes.
You know.
And the fact that I tried it, and then I was like, yo, this is great. And then I actually made my first piece, and it was, I'm conceited as shit. So my first piece was my own face on a hoodie, and it was amazing. And I think it was amazing.
I'm actually
I'm biased.
About being narcissistic a little bit. I'm like, I'm gonna put my face on a t-shirt.
Nope, I didn't. I didn't think twice. I was like, yo, that picture's fire. Put it on the hoodie. And then I did it. And then when I was done with it, I like fell out of my chair onto the floor in excitement. And I hadn't felt like that before doing anything else. So I was just like, it was that moment. You felt that moment before. Where it's just like, you wanted to throw up happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ah, yes! You want to scream, but you can't scream loud enough. That's where I was. And I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. That's one. Two, I started marketing, promoting it, getting photo shoots with a lot of people. And there's one person, and I can't for the life of me remember this kid's name. I'm sure he probably doesn't even remember me. But I'll tell you what, it changed my life. What he had said to me, this was at the point where I wasn't even noticing. Like, I was just too busy on the 1,000. We'll get there. I was too busy.
Check out the podcast.
Check out the podcast.
To figure out what that means.
Check out the podcast and figure out what that 1,000 is. I was too busy on the 1,000, bro. Okay. So, to even notice what I was actually doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm at a photo shoot. I'm photographing a woman. It wasn't in anything like mine. It was just me, pretty much freelancing and getting my skill up with photography, even though I've had years of experience. I just love being in the realm of a camera and being behind it. People say I need to be in front of it, but it's another day. Right.
I'm gonna say louder, but it didn't come up loud. Acting. Sorry. I was trying to say like massive move, but it kind of like held back with that shit. But yeah, acting. Yeah.
Acting.
Yeah.
Because that's another passion. Anyway, I have so many passions, but it's fine. What he has said to me, I'm in the middle of photographing. I think it's his girlfriend, to be honest with you. And I'm respectful most of the time with people, and you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Sometimes you gotta be able actually to get what you want from the person that you're photographing, and for them to love what they're doing, you have to connect with that person.
Yes.
As a photographer, you understand that.
Yes.
So he said to me, he goes, yo, man, this is so dope. And I'm like, yeah, man, thanks, man. And he was like, no, not the pictures, like just your life. And I was like, I stopped. I was like, what do you mean?
Those moments.
Yo, right.
Those moments.
Yo, right. You know what I'm talking about. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you photograph for a living. You have your own clothing line, and this is just what you do on a regular. Like, yo, you're living the dream right now. And I stopped. I didn't say another word to him. I just thought in my brain. I was like, I am. Wow, I actually am living my dream. It may not be the dream for other people. Yeah. It's my dream. I'm actually living my dream, and it blew my fucking mind because I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't paying attention. I was just doing work. That's 1,000. Yo, it was crazy. I was like, I am.
My small moments, because it was small. My moments were when my best friend and which one do I call this nigga? Game changer, man, Milanese. I'm gonna say his real name.
Oh, game changer,
yeah, whatever.
Lost in the Matrix.
When I was working at the time, and they were like, "Yo, it was some. I can't remember the exact words, but they both said it. And it wasn't the same sentence. It was two different sentences. We're like, you're working hard, and honestly, I didn't express it, but I felt my heart crack. I felt it tearing a little bit. I'm sitting there like, damn, the acknowledgement.
Right.
Like, you're just working and you're just blinded.
Yes. And then when somebody peeks in,
especially when you're in that moment of like,
yes.
Damn, like, am I working for anything? Like, what's...
and nothing's coming from it.
And then, like,
this isn't
fair.
fair.
That when you hear, like, somebody's like, yo, you working hard. I'm like, Okay. He doesn't silent like, okay.
It's noticeable.
Okay.
It becomes noticeable.
And then just like, keep on working.
Who was I talking to? Another moment.
Yeah.
I was talking with somebody. Who the fuck? I gotta remember who this was because it was important. It was important. Shit! It was Taz or Bankroll, and there was a kid. I don't remember. I think it was Nick. Nope. His name was Derek.
The kid that was there dancing at the...
No, this was while I was at Scrib when we were recording 7:30.
Okay.
His name was Derek, and I remember his name was Derek because his father named him after Derek Jeter. But his name was Derek. Shout out Derek. I think it was Derek. I could be wrong. This could be the wrong instance. If it wasn't you, Derek, my fault, bro. And if it was whoever it was, and you remember this, remind me. But I was sitting there, and I was like saddened because I've been busting my ass. Right? And I felt nothing coming from it. I personally felt nothing coming from it. I felt like I'm working so hard, but I felt like I wasn't moving nowhere, right? Mm-hmm. And so I sat down with a couple of people whose opinions I really value because I feel like this is something that everyone should do when you're having a hard time progressing in life. Go to those who you value and those who motivate you and boost you because
that's a fact.
Because that's how you get through it. If you go to somebody who's just going to be like, well, then maybe you should quit, bro. Or that's just going to keep throwing more dirt on it. Or that's going to just try to drag you down. You ain't going far. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it because you're going to need that support. So I went to my support group. It's not a support group. I call it.
Yeah.
And I started explaining my sorrow, my worry. I'm like, man, I'm just busting my ass. And I don't feel like nothing's coming from it. I'm not going to quit because I'm not a quitter. I don't ever quit. It's just what I do. And you know, I'm just going to keep going, but I'm just so disheartened right now. He said one sentence, and it changed everything.
What sentence was that?
Yo, you're wearing your own hat, bro. Small, not big, nothing too crazy, but it reminded me what the fuck I was doing. I was wearing my own brand. He's like, yo, you're wearing your own shit, bro. Like, how can you not see that progress?
Speaking of that,
and it fucked me up.
A few months ago, and I hit my own self, and not like actually hit myself, but like when I was in the process of it, I was like, Dre, shut the fuck up. You're about to lose who you deem to be supporters and fans, because
it was you.
About what?
You said it.
No. You talking about that thing?
Fuck off. Yes, it was.
No, you talking about that thing?
Yes.
No, I didn't. I didn't talk
bullshit. It was that. No. It was that stupid fucking party.
I wasn't talking to you the entire night.
Yes,
I wasn't talking to you the entire night.
No, I think it was you. I was talking to fucking Lost in the Matrix. And you were standing right there.
Oh.
I think it was you.
Oh. I think Rayco.
Rayco! Yes! You were there!
I was
you
there.
You were standing there!
No, I wasn't standing there. I wasn't standing there.
Yes!
It was Rayco!
It was Rayco! Yes!
No.
Yes!
I was there at the event.
Okay!
I remember hearing a bit about it, but I didn't know who was from either. But I'm gonna say
it was Rayco. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay.
So going back to what I was you good. Shout out to A-Rocky, by the way. Before
A-Rocky Productions.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Cause I'm like, right, she's up for too. So what had happened was, I would do these events, and this, I guess you could say this is like, I'm going to spill a little internal stuff. Me and the team already talked about this, so this is slightly internal. This actually goes for anybody that was within the company, from within and or outside. Mm-hmm. I was like, I have no fans. I think you told me that you and somebody else told me like, yo, you have fans from X, Y, and Z. Like, you have a fan
I remember
base.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm just like, where the fucking fan? Like, I didn't say it to you like that. But I'm like, in my head, like,
what fucking fans you see, nigga?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? What fans? And I'm like, and then like, when you told me that a few minutes later, I was like, well, I guess from photography side, but like, where? Like, I'm still like, where?
Yeah, fans are fans.
And like, the problem was, that same question was before and after you too. Like, I had a mindset during the time before and after you. And the way I move, the way I construct myself, when I'm mad or when I'm like irritated about something or where questions like something like that comes at me, I never address until I hear more than 2-3 times. I never address until 2 or 3 times.
You gotta explain that a little further.
So like,
what do you mean?
So in the sense of like, so what's something that was kind of recent? Somebody told me that I should be this as a photographer, and the reason why I addressed it wasn't because of the fact that it was specific towards I should be this as a photographer, but it fell along the lines of me DJing. Near every DJ event that happened in 2019, somebody came up to me and was like, "Yo, you should know this as a DJ."
And did you respect it?
I heard. It was in my head. And I'm like, well, in my head, I go, well, I'm not every DJ, and not every DJ can just pick up every single song and be like, because I can look at y'all. Same thing, I can look at y'all and be like, y'all know this song? But this is your artist.
Right. So how
I know this song before you
know? Like, go on, bro.
Like, I get I'm a DJ, it's a new release, but nigga, it's promoted.
Right.
On the day of, I got it. How the fuck you don't know the song already? So then, that's my mind. That's how the shit goes.
That makes sense.
But like, even with that scenario, I haven't addressed that until months later. I never addressed it publicly until months later.
Why so long?
Because I don't feel. I mean, this goes back to like technically almost anything. Main form of the negative vibes, though. Not in the if it's positive, I'll address it right now.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But if it's negative, I'm like, Then I keep hearing it from other people, and it kind of keeps going down the line. All right, people, since y'all really keep asking me and tell me this is how I fucking feel. No, I'm not going to play the song. No, I'm not going to play. No,
absolutely not.
I'm not going to dance to X, Y, Z because you asked me to, and you should pay me. No, I'm not going to do pay me for X, Y, Z. Yeah, it trickles. So that's what happened with that. So with the fan base aspect, it was when that was brought up, again, it wasn't just you, it was a few other people that mentioned it. And when it got to a point, I'm just like, that's when I actually started thinking, like, where are the mindset of a fan base? And the reason why it got to me was because if I had a fan base, for every single event or anything I do, why not one of that group of fans or supporters is actually a fan or supporting me at that event or whatever I'm doing?
Right.
There's times I go to events where it's a house party, whether it's Spotlight, nobody I know off the social media.
High school.
Nobody I know, just in general, and not saying for every single one, because there are times you guys have been there, but there are times I never see them. You call yourselves fans, X, Y, Z supporters, I never see them. So in my head, when y'all say, I have a fan base, I'm thinking that it's large enough for at least one of y'all to be there.
Right, that makes sense.
And I'm sitting there like, it's not large enough for one of y'all to be there. Because I get it, people get work, people gotta do this, people gotta do that.
Hold on, no. I wouldn't say that because I do believe in people have priorities, and if it's important, they will make it their priority. But if it's not important to them, they will make excuses.
I agree with that too.
They will make excuses.
I agree with that too.
I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's important to you, you will make sure it happens. Period.
But that's where my mind went to during the time when people were like, yo, you have a fan base, you have a fan base, you have a fan base. Which, and the reason why I'm speaking about this because when I went to that mindset, I almost lost my fans. And I would say you too, as a fan, as a supporter. Whatever case you want to proceed.
You almost lost me?
Yes.
Did I
only
say it?
The reason why I say that because I was going to go on the verge of a rant, which was going to have me lose the people that were the fan base.
What was the rant? We want to know. We want to know.
It was just being like, it's pretty much what I just stated, like, how y'all fans of mine, but y'all never show up to X, Y, and Z of mine. Y'all ain't fucking fans. Like, fuck out of here.
You can never do that.
Yeah.
You can never do that.
I was going to rant.
I'd listen to it like, never again will I ever, and then I would have went down the list, give him criticism, help him figure out what he needs to do, talk to him here, like a fucking post. I'm never commenting on this shit ever again. Don't you dare come to my podcast.
I was going to hit him in the rant. Like, my mind was going there.
But you gotta remember, fans when fans, supporters, them is a lot. There are, I want to say, 3 types of fans. Okay?
Also, I was overlooking the small moments that actually were supporting.
That's what I'm saying.
I
was going to tell you the 3 types of fans. You got those types of fans that show up at your show all the time, that follow you everywhere you go. You got those types of fans that are your fan base in secrecy because they only rock your shit at their crib. They don't like going out, but they're in the house bumping your shit all the time.
Actually, one of my friends told me that with one of my songs. He was like, "Yo, like I save your song, and I just I don't say nothing when you promote it, but like."
But I bump your shit at the crib.
Yeah.
I listen to it while I'm in the shower. You know what I'm saying? The fans that you don't know about. Yeah. And then you have those fans who are micro supporters.
Yeah.
Those who fuck with your shit, but their lives are busy too.
Yeah.
So they give you input. They do this, they do that. They listen to your tracks when they can. They come to your shows when they can. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 different types of fans.
Like I said, during the moment, I agree with you. During the moment, I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking like, if it's a fan base, at least one every single time. One at least. It shouldn't be a moment where it's like, not one of y'all. Right. That's what that's what my mind kicked in. I'm like, the fuck y'all mean? Which is funny, and I'm not gonna say whom it is, but the involvement that we have, he's kind of in the same wavelength, but in a different limelight, and was like, we're not big enough to move in such caliber.
No,
that's what in my like the push was like, okay, by now we're supposed to do this. By now we're supposed to do that. And it's like,
stop putting a time limit on it.
Yeah. It was like
stop putting a time limit on it.
It's only but so many of us to do but so many things. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, when I had to break it down, and not just between the circle, but just in corner to my friends and seeing, because they talking about they want to be involved and they may not be associated, with the company I'm in. And again, shout out to the company. We're doing excellent things. We got some things going on for 2020, so best check that out. But I'm just speaking on the fact that, again, a little personal stuff, just small personal stuff. I don't want to share it. It was just like, we would move, like, I would ask him, like, when we do open mics, and I said this to Manifest, matter of fact, she's one of the people. I said this to Manifest, and I'm saying this to a few others. What is the goal when we do these events? I hate me as an artist, me as a person, me as a character, me as somebody that's performing, me coming to see. I hate there's no aftermath.
What do you mean?
We do an event.
Okay.
That's it.
So what would you think the end goal should be?
There's no come check out Driz at his next XYZ. There's no come check out Soup at XYZ. There's no here's Java Beans link to the podcast to follow the review on XYZ events.
So there's no follow up.
There's nothing after the fact.
Keep them interested.
Exactly. I'm sitting there like, I'm tired of that shit. Why we keep
wait, you're tired of it, but did you mention it?
I mentioned it during Manifest to her and some people.
Because maybe people aren't thinking about that.
I get that, and I'm just like, and this I had the same topic, and for some reason, Binghamton, it's Binghamton Boring kind of blew up on my YouTube.
Binghamton who?
It's Binghamton Boring. The question of Binghamton
is Binghamton Boring.
Yeah, it was.
It is.
You watched that?
Oh, I didn't.
No, I know the way you reacted.
Oh no, I was answering the question.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, and my description falls with this, and this is probably going to end up going to like a few more of these if we're going to cut time. But because I'm going to keep going with this. But the reason why I say it is, yes, Binghamton is boring, so I agree with you on that. Mm-hmm. The problem I have, and this is why I'm like, I kind of wish people would just share my mindset. Hold
on. Wait. Just open it up and talk.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking.
There might be.
Okay, yeah. So I agree. So this is the effect of the aftermath and whatnot, of events and such.
Okay.
And my friend, by the way, shout out to Marie Curry, that did an event the following few weeks ago that had all them entrepreneurs and artists come out at American Legion. I'm so mad I missed it because I got sick. I was supposed to be one of the performers there. I actually knew half the people that was in the place.
See, now check this out.
Okay.
Can I bring something
Go ahead.
real quick? You were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But you were sick.
Yes.
Now, what if that person thought you wasn't a supporter?
Fact. But then again, me and Mo have a weird
Life
relationship.
happens,
Yeah,
though. Life happens,
Me and Mo
though.
have a weird relationship. We're not gonna get into this on this podcast.
I'm using it as a broad example.
No, you're right.
You
No,
feel me?
but that's what I had to realize when I was going through that moment. So,
Right.
and I'm better about it now. I'm saying during the time it was bad. But what I realized is, yes, Binghamton is boring, but the thing about Binghamton is the skills that we all fucking have.
No one's using them!
Son.
No one's using them!
Yo. And I sit here and go,
one's using them!
In a perspective of a photographer, I'm going to try to put this out for some things and for people to get. From the perspective of a photographer, such and such is a model. But she's like, damn, I just want somebody to pay me for my shoots.
No! Why?
No, hold on. We wait to get to that rant. She or he's sitting there like, damn, I wish somebody just hit me up and pay me for the shoot. On the other perspective of the photographer's end, damn, I want to find a model that can, pay me for my photography work. Niggas are both across the street, hypothetically, saying the same shit. When they can literally go in their heads, yo, I want to shoot with you. I fuck with your vibe. We're going to do this free shit together. And from the free shit, we're going to build this mini empire that's going to build. And that's going to...
What do you mean? Okay, so talk. So how you going to sit there and say... You know what? He going to sit there and say he wished people shared the same mindset when He don't watch the Java Bean. He don't watch the Java Bean. He damn sure don't watch the Java Bean. He damn sure don't watch. Bro, first of all, when it comes to...
Okay, so let me take that back.
Listen.
You might be right. So if people do make share my mind, I think nobody really acts on whatever I say. Cause I
certain people share your mind, but they are attached to the other half. Those who don't share that same mindset. Like I've had a model. Okay. And I'm not going to drop names. Okay, yes. But I had a model who I worked with. Yeah. I did photography at the time. Mm-hmm. He was great at modeling. Mm-hmm. Okay? And we were both doing this free shit and building the empire. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at photography. You're good at modeling. I have a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? And we can actually utilize each other's skills so that you don't have to pay for a photographer. I don't have to pay for a model. Yeah. And we get this shit done, right? Yeah. It gradually started doing, well, what I wanted to do until I want to get paid. Hi.
I'm gonna tell this before you about to burst out. I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Hi.
I'm gonna tell you guys this because this is something I completely realized. This nigga. Completely realized.
Let's move that.
No matter what you're doing, whom you're doing it with, weird. But
we understand. We're all adults here.
Yeah, we're adults.
We're all adults here.
You don't need somebody else to make you your money.
I agree.
And I'm saying that in the limelight of what you're saying with that person asking for payment.
Okay.
I'm saying that from that perspective.
Being said to this person.
Because, again, it all depends on how you look at your perspective. Like, I'm trying to figure out a good incentive. Like, right now, I'm with Project CX. Cool. Music and all that, X, Y, and Z. Cool. That doesn't stop me from advertising my performances, reaching out to modeling agencies, and going, hey, pay me for performing with your brand as I'm on stage.
But you have, and being with Project DCS gives you the content that you need to get them to show them that you actually can do that. So that's another thing about.
No. I'm just aligning it with I don't need Project DCS to sit here and go, where's my money? I can still go
and make your money.
So make my money without having to ask that. That's where my mental going. If you're working with somebody for free or doing X, Y, and Z, like right now, this model, shout out to Shay Mula, because we're doing talks, and she just told me about some stuff that has affected her that she was kind of trying to do as a young model that she's trying to kind of get back into, and I'm trying to figure out how to help her without going back in that boat that she was in. Mm-hmm. But we talked about stuff, putting her face on a t-shirt and she getting 50% of the cut. Talking about
you guys know I like putting my face on a t-shirt,
talking about her having a poster design or whatever the case would be of something that we shot, and she's getting the cut. And the way I work is, because I shot you, you're getting majority of the shots.
Majority cut.
Yeah, majority cut. I'm not like, I get it, I do design and all that X, Y, Z, but I know that you, first of all, she needs most of the money for the fact of, why would I take half or more when I now have 5 of you?
Mm-hmm. That, you can get from each of them.
And now, because...
And then it also keeps them coming back.
Exactly my real point.
Yep.
I need them to come back to continue doing what I'm doing. So I'll take my cut.
The hard part is...
What's up?
Because you're missing a step.
Okay.
You're not missing a step. You're just not mentioning a step.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of things I'm not mentioning.
Actually getting the person to do it in the first place.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
You know how many models I don't know if anybody that's watching this has been following me for a minute, but the amount of models I shot, and I sit here and I go,
talking to you, boy.
Yeah, I know. And I say and I go, because one of my friends, I'm not gonna name her, but one of my friends was like, I told her like, I want to shoot you as much as I can because of the fact that I'm trying to build this small team of people that can just put on rotation of shooting,
right, and
just constantly put out work. And then those people I just get for free. Everybody else is outside. I'm charging them. And
period.
That's how I felt. But she didn't. She told me after some time. She didn't believe me. I'm sitting there like, what you don't believe?
What is there not to believe?
Like I just told you I'm giving you free shoots. Anytime you want it. On a rotate, not saying rotation as in like you're on rotation, but
right.
Anytime you want it. I didn't try to do consistently with specifically just you.
Because I work with other people.
Not only that, but it gets boring to seeing the same person.
That's a fact.
One person page.
Yeah. So
like, I need more than just you. So I'm trying to work on that team, which I have one. She's agreed. I tell her every single thing, and that's another thing too. I'm not hiding nothing from anybody.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are any of these models that you work with residents of Room County?
I'm only tapping because I don't want to be too silent. Majority of them from BU. I'm trying to figure out if any of them I've already shot out are from
the ones that you have on retainer.
On rotation. No.
And that's where the problem is.
That yes, which now become but.
That's where the problem is.
But for me, I can work around that.
That's fine, but that's bringing it back to the Binghamton boring.
But Binghamton boring.
Nobody wants to work out here.
That's really I agree with you on that part.
Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to put it in. Nobody wants to give that thousands, son.
Nobody. Now
they all just want to get paid.
Now one thing about that part is 100% true. No, everybody's focused on the short term, not the long term.
Right.
Gary Vee moment. Short term, micro versus macro.
Come on.
But no, I 100% agree with you. And the way I look at it is, find people that you're compatible with, then do that for free. I will not work with somebody that I don't feel 100% compatible with. I will charge them. And I will charge them. I was like, I can do free time, but like, there's people that hire me for DJing, and I'm sitting there like, you coming off as if I don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
I'm like, stop hiring me to DJ. That's why I'm charging you the way I'm charging you, and you keep asking me for lower prices.
I'm not gonna drop it in. Because it happened to me too, though. And I was like, you know what?
The current person right now.
Heard it.
Current person like Mo Curry, the person that did the event. I gave her my price. Realistic version, that price I gave her was actually cheaper than the prices I give to more people. So I'm only doing that because she's a model that I shoot. People I have a connection with.
Right.
Same thing for Manifest Visions. Like, but the thing with difference between Manifest Visions is I told her straight up, I don't want to do something with her that makes me feel like I'm not giving something back to her.
And that's also a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's how I felt with her.
Right.
Everybody else, only because of the fact that I know that I'm not just using her. I'm actually using her establishment that costs way more than what I can provide at the current moment. So if I'm gonna use it, I gotta put something down. Like whether it's
you lost me.
if I'm using her establishment.
How are you using her establishment?
If I'm using her establishment.
In what way?
During the time we had a deal of like technically me using it as a dance studio. For me just go there and just dance.
Oh.
Yeah, during the time.
I understand.
And I was like, well, if I'm gonna use it, her thing was like, I'll put some teach her to DJ. Which I'm still down to teach her to DJ, but we're both busy to the point where I don't think we're gonna teach.
She's a real entrepreneur. She's trying to learn a lot of things. She wants to get a podcast too and stuff like that. I don't know what the whole ski mask thing is, but
yeah, I don't
understand it.
I think that's a curiosity incentive to try to figure out what she's doing.
I mean, but like, she already showed her face a few times.
Yeah, but like, you know, Kodak Black did this shit.
I guess
you gotta hype the podcast or breakfast up a little bit.
I'm gonna have to ask her. She's supposed to be on the podcast. When she goes on the podcast, I'm gonna ask her, hey, so what's up with ski mask?
I don't know either.
I don't know. I want to know.
During the time of that the dance video, I was like, you know, how much?
Right.
Cause I'm like, she was like, well, just team me out as DJ. I'm like, I didn't feel right.
That doesn't feel right at all.
I didn't feel right. Like, I didn't feel like that was enough.
That's just a gimmick.
To use the bill of lighting to be in this place. I'm like, and to the point where I just end up not really going back. It was like, not saying like that, like making up bad blood.
Right,
just,
no, I was just like, I don't want to be, I feel like I'm using you, and I don't want to do that.
I don't want to, I don't want that version. Like, if this was like, she wants me to DJ and create an environment there for, you know, for free, I'm like, okay, cool. I can come here and practice and create events here. Perfectly fine.
That works for both of us.
Yes, because now my focus is I'm bringing you clientele.
Yep.
And
I'm
getting
the space for myself.
And whomever does come, they may want to actually utilize the space because they see it now as. Because by the way,
once one person sees somebody doing something, they're gonna jump on that
bandwagon. For anybody that doesn't know, as a DJ, the thing that sucks about us is that people don't come for us. They come because of the venue. If the DJ
that's not 100% true.
100%, I agree. But if I were to DJ consecutively for 2 months straight, and I had the place packed, and next week or so I drop my name and somebody else DJ comes in, that same amount of people is coming because of the venue.
Because you dropped your name.
Same people are coming for the venue. Because their mindset goes, the venue's popping.
Because you made it popping.
Yes. After some time, they go, after some time, they realize it's me. After some time, he has to go realize it's me.
But that's not how it. Because so for an example.
Okay.
I'm a huge Bass Nectar fan. Also a huge Marshmallow fan.
Okay.
These are DJs.
Yes.
You hear their name.
Yes.
It's packed.
That's different. That's because they distinctively made the DJ name present.
And which is what we're trying to do.
Yes. I can, from their method, I have to do through social media. Because nobody out here in Binghamton, nobody's venues is going to give me that growth.
Do you see what the problem is?
I know. Nobody's giving me that growth. Nobody's giving that growth.
Can I point?
Because Spotlight almost gave it to me.
Really?
But then they switched me with DJ Savage. Shout out to him, by the way. He's an excellent DJ. I'm not discrediting him. But, you know, not discrediting the Spotlight. They had to do what they had to do for the business. I get it. Because, he brought in the numbers. I didn't bring the numbers during the time. But the thing was, I was slowly bringing it up. And the venue was giving me that space to do that. And I'm sitting there like...
It's like, damn, just needed more time.
Yeah!
More time. Like, come on, I was getting it, bro.
I was just Facebook advertising and all that. And people were actually coming. People had to ask.
It's like just get me the time.
Yo, I
had it.
I just need a good 2 months in.
See, here's what you should have done. Here's what you should have done. When you started having the trickle.
Okay.
And then they moved you out of the spotlight. Mm-hmm. You should have still continued to promote
Spotlight
yourself.
I was doing
at other venues.
That's the problem. I wasn't having any other venues.
You should have solidified that shit ASAP.
Yeah. The only place I know that was gonna give me that was
Cracker Barrel. Not the Cracker Barrel. What the hell's it called? Chatterbox. What happened with that? Never mind. Never mind.
I know what happened.
I know you do. It happened to you.
No. If you're talking about that era, what happened was he wanted to bring a different environment to the space due to the fact of what the crowd was initially.
Like older white people?
Yes, because it was getting to the point. I'm trying to remember what he
Where it
told
was
me.
ratchet.
It wasn't
In layman's terms.
No, it wasn't ratchet. It was losing the main crowd that he had. Because
So people were getting irritated that there was.
no. In his defense, no. I see where he's coming from in his defense.
Oh, I see where he's coming from.
Yeah, because
Don't get me wrong, he's losing his regulars.
he's losing regulars. If not, like if he was gaining the young crowd with losing the regulars, I can, that's fine. The problem with him was he was losing the regulars and
He
wasn't gaining
the young crowd. Right.
Like he just had the young crowd that was it. But none of the people were actually staying. They weren't staying because of the environment. They were staying because the events were.
Why do you think that is? Yeah,
I don't know.
let's put a pin in that.
I
No,
don't
we're gonna
know.
have to.
Honestly, no. That part I don't
That's
know.
an important thing to
That part I
figure
don't
out,
know.
though.
So that's when he switched it up to the sushi market or the ramen shop.
Hold on. Why do you think they weren't sticking? There's something.
I don't know. And I know from this end, BU and colleges do not like town people.
I know why I was sticking.
What's up? What do you think?
It wasn't aesthetically pleasing.
That could be it.
I think the aesthetics of the building,
That could be it.
not the outside, the inside.
Yeah,
It was
But remember-
restaurant-esque,
that's what I'm saying. Remember,
And
that
it-
was built for the main crowd that he had.
which is fine. He
But
tried.
he also-
He tried to attract the crowd that his
And,
setup
and
wasn't.
by
ready
the
for.
way, he's very versatile.
But he didn't. I'm saying he would have to change his whole bar.
But the thing with him is like by versatile, he'll have drag shows. He'll have us come through and do our events. He loves.
Two things.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he loves. Like he loves the environment, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he loves his
His main
name.
crowd. He would have to change the aesthetics of the environment, and he would have to hire aesthetically pleasing people.
Which he was, and I was part of that.
That was important.
But it fell.
That was important.
But it kind of
That's
fell
important.
through because it didn't happen fast enough.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
when that happened,
This is
and by the
so
way,
sticky.
I'm not. This is not 100% confirmed. This is more off my intuition based on me and him talking.
Right.
So not 100% confirmed.
And I don't know anything about this. I'm just,
Yeah.
using, my brain. I'm just using my brain. Stuff that makes sense.
So with that, he ended up, giving ownership. He collabing with some people that
Wait,
was
this is a
doing-
ramen shop now?
was.
Fuck, I missed that.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I never tried it. I wanted to.
Damn. Ichiraku ramen. Naruto.
But that closed down.
Damn.
I
Everything in
cannot.
Big
I can't tell you why that closed down. I actually know why that closed down. I cannot tell you why.
You can tell me?
I cannot tell you why.
On air or ever?
We're gonna talk about it later. But I
Raise a glass that's empty.
only reason why because I'm dying. Only reason why is because of the fact of he told me not to tell.
So respect him.
Yeah,
Respect.
I'm showing respect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Tell me later.
I mean, it wasn't like something crazy.
Right.
It was very reasonable why it was closed. I'm just like, dang, like, so yeah. So
Oh,
that
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Okay.
So that happened, and the only person that, like I said, does events that caters to like urban crowd, urban
Attire.
crowd,
Urban demographic.
will be manifest. The cave's bullshit. So anybody
I
bring up the cave?
mean, this is bullshit here, right? We bullshit.
Yeah, we bullshit. We just talking shit.
We just talking shit and
Yeah,
talking shit.
talk real, talk bullshit, whatever.
Talk real.
Yeah, talk real, talk
To be
bullshit.
100 with you, bro. I think manifest is going in the wrong direction. I honestly do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay,
explain why.
let's talk about
Before
it.
you even say something, I'm gonna explain why.
Because I might have an influence on it, so let's talk about it.
I look at it like this. So when I first met her, I had actually met her in the insurance agency where she had purchased her business insurance because I was working in that insurance agency.
Yes.
That's where I first met her. And she presented herself very professionally. Obviously, we were going and doing.
She's a professional
business-
person, yes.
Well, time out. When you go do business moves, all that stuff, that's just necessary. And plus, she just carries herself that way, regardless,
Mhm.
right? When I started seeing that she was advertising her studio, she's doing studio time. It was all very, neat and clean and good, and everything looked great, and it was inviting to all artists. That's the major point that I want to pick up on. It was inviting to all types of artists. It doesn't matter what it was that you did it as an artist when it comes to recording.
Before you continue, I can feel this. How real do I? I don't want to name drop.
You feel it getting real?
I feel it getting real. Not between us. I feel like this is gonna get out. She's gonna hear this, and then she's gonna want to talk about it.
That's fine. We can have a conversation.
I just don't want
This is not a jab.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to come across negative in what I'm saying.
Yeah, so then let's clear that down. No negativity whatsoever. This is just pure perception.
Yeah, because because based on what you're saying, I already had words I want to say
based off of what I was saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's gonna sound crazy.
So purely
me saying
perspective, opinionated, not a jab, no disrespect, just pure, business. Business and what I see going with this. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be like the last
topic.
Second to last topic.
Okay, second to last topic. Yeah. Okay. So I seen that. She's promoting it. It was inviting to all types of artists.
Okay.
Right? If you played the goddamn guitar, come into the studio and record.
Yeah.
If you sang country, come into the studio and record. Hee haw. You know what I'm saying? When we did the first 2 showcases, I think the demographic changed, and it changed heavy. It became more of a spot where the aspiring musicians and stuff were more hip hop based, more rap based, and which is fine. It's just the types of crowds those people carry with them can deter a lot of people from wanting to do business with you.
Yes.
So I felt like the crowd that I was immersed in and the way that they carry themselves would definitely stop a lot of business. And then you would only have that type of business in there. And from my experience, I'm not saying this is a fact, but from my experience, those type of things don't last long.
What I would say, I have 2 things to say about this. I'm gonna say how I feel like she should move.
Mm-hmm. Opinion. Totally opinion.
Yeah, opinion. I should. I won't say should. How I feel like she could move.
Right.
Which is like she would have to pull as strong as she's doing on one end for the other.
Yes.
That
you have to appeal to everyone. If you're gonna, I would say
no. I'm saying like it's not her fault though, because I feel like she that environment is what she likes,
which is fine. That's
cool.
Her thing.
And I know she wants everyone, but I feel like she's leaning too heavy
for the one side, and not the other.
Yes,
and that's bad for business.
But the problem is with her is going to tire her out trying to do all of that, and she feels because right now in her head the crowd looks amazing.
It did, and it was.
Yes.
It was great.
The crowd looks amazing. Cool beans. When are you going to try to give that same vibe to everybody else? And that's a her thing. Mm-hmm. So that's not one of those like, yo, you should do this. If you're trying to do that,
it's totally up to you.
If you're wanting to move this direction, me nor him can tell you whatever. If this is literally a you thing, because you can tell me yo, Dre, if you just stop doing everything, you'll be excellent DJ. I agree with you on that.
I would never tell you to do
I'm just saying. I have people tell me.
I believe in multiple lines of income. If you watch the drop of beat, you'd understand. But But
yes, people have told me that. Like, yo, if you just stop doing multiple things, just do one thing, you'll be excellent at it. I'm like, I agree with you, but this is what I want.
Right.
So,
right.
However I make it play out, I'm gonna make it play out.
I keep telling me stop being the jack of all trades and be just the master of one thing. It's like, no, because then once that one thing isn't profitable anymore, then what the fuck do you have? Nothing.
I mean, some people do like rocking that one direction.
I don't.
Some people.
That's not for me.
Yeah, some people. I don't. Neither of us is in that boat.
Yeah. Entrepreneur. You can't rhyme with one thing and be an entrepreneur. It doesn't work.
What? Up and down, because later in life you can add stuff. No. I'm talking about from entrepreneur's perspective.
So to run in one direction?
Yeah. Some people.
Who? Where? Name one.
People own businesses running in that one direction.
But yes, but I'm pretty sure they have multiple lines of income, not just that one business. They're investing. They're taking out stocks and bonds. Yes, their main focus is that business, but they have their money in several different places. Absolutely.
If you're talking about like me rocking as a janitor, but then trying to put money towards my music, I guess you can look at it from that perspective.
Right.
Yes. From that, yes. I'm talking about like not leaving from like, oh, you have a job. I'm talking about like ambitious driven. You can be ambitious driven to one specific.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Versus,
like I'm ambitious driven to my clothing line.
Yeah. Versus like ambitious driven to multiple different things.
I'm also ambitious driven to the job. So I get you. I understand. Yeah.
And the reason why I was saying earlier that manifest can potentially kind of be my fault, because I was explaining to her, I'm like, you have the college students. When she had started, she had the college students.
Yep.
Because it was a perfect location for them to act stupid.
Yeah.
It was it wasn't too far away from downtown. The bus is right there, down the street.
They can get buck if they want, and then go right home.
No, technically, nobody's really going to that area like that.
So they're like hidden.
You are solidified for the college students, and I told her that if you change this, you're not going to get the business that you're not going to hit anything.
But the college students aren't always here.
True. But that's what also mentioned the high school too, because the high school is right down the block.
But then you'll have to find motivated high school students to actually come there, and for what?
For her, she was talking about game nights.
Oh, okay.
You know
So not just music showcases.
So
okay,
she had like that place. From my perspective, was this is perfect. They can get away from anything.
Yeah.
You were in a spot where if I was in high school or I was in
this
college,
is where I'm coming to chill, because ain't nobody gonna know you there, and that door is practically hidden.
like I don't have to go downtown and there's a flood of X, Y, and Z things going on.
Or if you don't want to run into certain people,
yeah,
you know exactly where you can go. She's got a key location.
The thing is, when we were talking about it, I'm not gonna go into detail of every single thing because things, but when we're talking about it, because the direction that she was moving in was the sense of what she was going for, but then she kind of stirred away from it because of the fact of legal reasons.
Right.
And I'm like, I understand legal reasons.
I mean, we all understand legal reasons.
I understand legal reasons. And I'm like, I told her
legalities, man.
And I told her a few weeks ago when we had the first event, when I was before it started, I was like, you have to choose. Like it's fine to go legal route. It's gonna take time to build whatever you're trying to build. Mm-hmm. But you are really in a good position. And the problem is, it's so good, you actually get really in trouble for it.
No.
Yeah. You are in a really good position for it.
High risk, high reward.
She knows. She told me, she was like, I'm really, I'm like, yeah.
Why can't I piece it?
Yeah.
Why can't I piece it together?
Parties.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I understand.
Yeah, you are in perfect position for parties. And
okay.
Yeah, it sucks. Because I know it from her perspective. I'm like, I'm not even as much as I want to, help. I'm not trying to get
put yourself in that
situation.
Yeah. But you really want to see her utilize it because she's already there.
Because she was at first.
Right.
It was working. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, I feel her. Because I'm like, I feel her. Because I'm like, because I was developing ideas based off of it. I was like, niggas can do exclusive Ubers from that spot. From after school programs, from whether it's college or high school. When they're done from high school, they can go straight there. They can probably set up arcades or play certain competition games and
then matches.
And then Uber can drop them off at the same time.
So much fun.
And then the ideas were on the table, but the problems was just like
I had an event every other day.
The problem was the people that were going to be stupid. That was a real problem. And the problem was, if she wanted to continue it would have to go underneath the table. If she wanted to do it,
were going to be stupid. But if she had people there that could keep them in check or get them out of there if they do, that would make it a little easier.
Here to make it a little bit easier. It would have been in the similar limelight of how the two last events that we went to attended. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And I'm saying that because knowing how big of a scale this actually could have been. From that perspective, she's running that risk of like, do you really want to go that legal route?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but it could be really profitable.
I mean, man,
it could look really good from like the outside. It's like, damn, I feel bad for him. I'm like, damn, I wish he wouldn't take that away. And like, I know you have to an extent, but it's like, damn.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be absolutely careful.
I'm like, niggas would be stupid. Because you know niggas, damn, would be stupid.
That shit. It's
But not even that, just that, like, but you know, even at that establishment, niggas were being stupid already.
Yeah, at the first one. The second one was fine.
It was fine. It was still stupid. And I mean, stupid.
More
not
so
stupid
like,
into like a fight breaking out.
Stupid into like acting reckless?
Acting, doing things that shouldn't be done in any establishment. When you're not,
yes,
you know,
okay. I
yes.
understand what you're saying. Yes.
I'm not trying to go too far.
Yeah. No, I totally understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
I'm with you.
Damn, man, if that's like,
come on, you know what you gotta do. Just do it.
And the closest right now spot like that's still like semi in control of it, but then like kind of fake allowing it to an extent. But it's only okay because everybody there. I'm not gonna try to say it either because
leave it.
But yes, only because we got so much things not discovered. Not talking
how about you hold on to them? Because those last that I'm seeing there are lengthy.
So
what's that? What we got?
We're an hour and some change. Yeah, I know.
It's up to you, bro. It's yours.
The reason why I'm cutting it X, Y, and Z because the audio gets funny with the video.
You're gonna get the t-shirt. The only reason why I'm cutting it X, Y, and Z. You're gonna get the t-shirt. Yeah, that's what happened.
I know we'll get the t-shirt. It's not. I don't feel like it's. I'll say this. When I feel like the fan base is at the point where I know the shirts are being get sold for.
X, Y, and Z.
I'll make it.
I get it.
Because I see the cartoon vision. I see the colors. I see like
it's gonna look like.
Yeah, I see it. Because my friend told me this idea. I'm like, I know. And she's like, you say X, Y, Z a lot.
You just gotta wait on
it.
I don't even know what I say a lot. I don't think I say a lot. So
I'll pick it up at some point and let you know.
I have to watch my own self.
You didn't make a job of being a t-shirt yet?
No. Like you said, I don't have enough fan base to where I think it will sell, so I'm not doing that yet, guys.
Oh man,
hold off on that. I know exactly what the t-shirt gonna look like though.
The moves, the moves.
I got so much planned, bro. It just all has to happen at the right moment.
I'm actually thinking about taking my logo, not redesigning it, but
you redesigned it once already.
But recustomizing it, as in like I'm going to take the design and draw it out again, make an outline of it, and then draw from that sketch.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking about, but even that's kind of because
I'm afraid to change my design.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is.
It is scary.
I'm actually afraid to change my logo.
It's scary.
It's already embedded in so much.
That's how I feel.
I'm afraid
That's
to change it.
That's how I feel. Even my best friend that was helping me, she was like, "Why? What are you doing?" Because I was gonna do it. I was gonna change it.
It's risky as fuck.
I was gonna change it to like a ghost environment. But the thing, what I was gonna do was I was gonna attach it to my regular logo. So meaning that you'll still see the current, face and whatnot, but you just end up seeing that ghost version more.
Think of it like this: what if McDonald's changed its arches?
It would have worked. It would have worked.
I'm talking about right now.
It would have worked.
No.
It would have worked.
I don't fucking
You want to know why would it work?
I would be against it heavy.
You want to know why would it work? Because McDonald's is if McDonald's, you know how fire the food would be. Wait. Think about that. Think about that. That's like Wendy's can't do it. At the current state Wendy's at right now, Wendy's can't do it.
They can't change it.
No.
McDonald's is too big.
Burger King has too much space so they can't do it. It's too much space.
They promoted the King way too much.
That's not even that. Too much space, as in the sense of like you have so much creative space to do shit. Why are you changing your logo? Right. So Wendy's is locked in because they're taking over Twitter. They're doing all this mixtape shit and XYZ. Cool.
Excellent.
Burger King has a creative space where you haven't really even done shit.
You can't, but you have so much time and space too.
And you still can be popping.
McDonald's
and they if they reinvented and they transformed themselves, and it came out with like, we have
fucking
and we have like,
new menu,
and we took the nuggets and made it into a sandwich, my nigga, and we took the fries and made it into X, Y, and Z.
Like, and they would rename it with like the McDonald's Plus or some bullshit like that. Whoa! Hold on,
it would be fire.
They would make so much fucking money, bro.
Right now, if they do this shit right now,
they would make for 2020.
Exactly.
They would make so much bread. Everybody wants to know what's new at McDonald's. Not a new sandwich, not a new kids meal. No, a new fucking logo, a new menu.
Everything's reinvented.
And it would have more of a futuristic feel to it. McDonald's would be lit.
They don't have to change their ingredients. They don't have to change that.
No.
They don't have to change that.
Actually,
all they have to change.
Take back what I said.
All they have to change was just the idea of presentation.
Yes, they just have to present it better. Aesthetics.
They're like, you can get McFlurry and fries with the combination, it'd be like a little like pouch or something like that, like something like to make it look fancy. You'd be like, nigga, the fuck you doing the entire time?
Why haven't they done that yet?
That's what I'm saying.
I think they're waiting.
If they did it prior, it would have been too soon.
Right now it's perfect.
Now 2020.
It's an iconic moment in history.
Exactly. Popeyes. If the chicken was phenomenal. I never had it. I'm talking about like the idea and whatever was phenomenal. The running joke of the black lady not advertising and niggas is like, don't eat it because she never advertised in the commercials. Mm-hmm. And for some odd reason, all of a sudden when the chicken came out and she's not there, it's questionable. I agree kind of with that theory. But I'm like, the Popeyes chicken, if they took, actually, matter of fact, they did it perfectly. They didn't even change anything. The only thing I would have said they would have needed to change was, I guess, the logo. The name of
like McDonald's, right? Say they were to do the deluxe thing or their plus thing, whatever the fuck they do, it would provoke other businesses to start doing it too.
Which would be their fault.
Which would be their downfall.
Yes.
It would.
So McDonald's right now has a plus.
Yes.
And it's like
it would fuck them.
The only companies I could see them.
Either way you look at it, they would fail though. McDonald's would monopolize at that point.
In a sense, yes. Burger King one would still be there.
But everybody's gonna want to go to McDonald's.
That's a whole fucking thing. I'm trying to think anybody else.
Why haven't they done this yet?
Right now it's perfect. If they were to come out randomly in 2020 and be like, yo,
introducing a new fucking
Golden Arches with a whole brand new menu scheme and all that, I'm like,
a whole new color scheme.
No. Keep the colors. Keep the yellow.
Say they changed the color scheme.
Keep the yellow.
Because there's one McDonald's that has turquoise.
Keep the yellow. And the funny thing is, drop the clown.
Drop the clown?
Pause.
You can't drop Ronald.
Drop the clown. Keep it Golden Arches.
You can't drop Ronald McDonald.
Drop the clown.
You can't.
Drop the clown.
Nah.
Drop the clown. Drop the clown. Drop the clown.
And replace it with what? Nothing?
It's just McDonald's symbol. That's it.
They still need a mascot. Every company has a mascot.
Make it just focus on the employees, like every other fake business has been doing.
Name one other food restaurant that's fast food that doesn't have a mascot.
Or In-N-Outs don't have a mascot.
Name one.
I said In-N-Outs. Checkers.
Who?
In-N-Outs, Checkers, White Castle.
In-N-Out?
Yeah. And Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory isn't a fast food restaurant.
Fast food. What was they talking about? They have a mascot.
Taco Bell does.
They have a logo.
They have a bell. The fucking dog. The Chihuahua.
I have not seen that shit.
Doesn't matter. That's their mascot.
But that's the thing. They dropped it. Just like I can tell you, McDonald's do the same shit.
But
the McDonald's, niggas will still be like, that's the McDonald's.
Like, no. They dropped the mascot and worked on the Sonic branding. The bell. Whenever you fucking hear that bell, you know it's time.
McDonald's do the same shit.
All they need is Oh,
keep that. Just keep that.
Over.
And all you see whatever logo they have.
Like for the new McDonald's, they don't even fucking say anything in the commercial. Right. They don't even say anything in the commercial, and then they'll show you all the new shit, and all you hear is
Yo.
It's fucking everybody's on it.
By the way, McDonald's or anybody that's listening,
I need some of the fucking. If you decide, royalties, motherfucker. Don't play me, boy. Don't play. Hey, yo, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this right now. It's motherfucking Monday, December 30th, 2019.
We're one day away from
2019. So if y'all come out 2020 say some dumb shit, you know what's up. I swear to God.
Yo.
I swear to God, cause that could make bread, son.
If they took the taste of the value of the nuggets and made it into a burger, and they took son, the ideas that they can flourish off of that.
Yo, and I'm sure they have the text behind that can fucking.
They can reinvent anything.
Who's to say they? Let me not say that because that'll fuck up our royalties. Let me not. Yo. Oh wow.
Yo.
McDonald's. I'll let you boy. We got some ideas for you. Tag McDonald's in the shit. Tag McDonald's in the shit.
Pancake and French fries, my nigga. Can you think how heavy that would sound?
I mean, it's almost like chicken and waffles. How big that was.
Oh, the taste of McDonald's fries is good.
I love. Some people hate French fries, but they're my favorite fast food fries.
I get that. Burger King is kind of getting up there with the fries.
Burger King's fries is delicious too. Don't get me wrong. I would take McDonald's over.
I fucking hate when Wendy's went healthy. Because Wendy's fries, Wendy's fries before was good.
But now they're like really soft and flimsy.
Yeah, because it's sea salt fries. I'm saying like the fuck. Like I get the health factor. You know, I like going to Wendy's. Wendy's still my favorite.
We go to fast food restaurants because we don't care about our health.
I love Wendy's fast food. Wendy's. I grew up on Wendy's, so I love them shit. I love it. Like Wendy's is my all-time favorites. So I'm sitting there like because when Wendy's first came out in my head when I was a child, I'm like, yo, Wendy's is dominating, and all McDonald's used to do is take their fries and their nuggets. Burger King needs to take their burgers and combine them, and they will eradicate Wendy's. Because that's the only thing that had going. Yeah, because Wendy's wasn't like it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. Like it was equally balanced between Burger King and McDonald's. But Burger King had, from my knowledge, had the best burgers over Wendy's and McDonald's. McDonald's had the best. McDonald's had the best fries and nuggets over Wendy's and Burger King.
And Burger King. So Wendy's would be.
Wendy's was in the middle.
No, there was one thing at Wendy's.
I mean, they had the spicy nuggets and whatnot. It was so good.
Chicken sandwiches,
which was good too. That shit was expensive.
It was.
Yeah.
The spicy chicken sandwich.
$2 extra more McDonald's.
And then you gotta pay like 50 cents to put cheese on that bitch.
But no, still, I'm like, all right, well, but Wendy's wasn't having it like McDonald's and Burger King was during the time. So I'm sitting there like, and I was loving Wendy's during as a kid. I'm like, yo, Burger King, McDonald's, every team up. And then a few years later, I learned about monopolizing why they can't do that. I was like, oh, makes sense.
It's against the law.
Yeah, I realized that. Which did you know? And for the viewers that may not know, and I was in class one time and they were talking about it.
Wait, they say it's monopolizing, it's against the law, but yet fucking Disney just did that shit. We're not gonna get into that.
No, I'm gonna tell you. So the company for glasses actually is a monopolized company.
Company for glasses?
Prescription glasses and technically sunglasses.
Robert's Eyewear?
So how it works is the person, or at least from my knowledge, and this is not 100% off my dome, but I know it's monopolized because they mentioned it in the video. Right. And this is all documented, by the way, so this is true.
And they're getting away with it.
So the person that ran, I believe the first, or around the time, the first prescription-based glasses or sunglasses, whatever, ran the company. Made mad money. Other companies started getting involved. What he had ended up doing was
becoming the distributor.
Exactly. And monopolized by distributing.
One piece of shit.
by buying up those companies and retaining the name of those companies.
That's
so
nuts.
Anytime you make a purchase,
he gets a percentage.
So even if it's a different color, brand, etc., it's still his.
He has
monopolized. the entire.
And the cut.
I'm like, I got so mad at myself, like, this nigga greedy as a motherfucker.
Like, what you gonna do with all that money, bro?
I'm like, damn, nigga. That's the end. So yeah, so Disney in the sense.
Yeah,
they do that.
I don't like that.
They're
fucking up Netflix, Hulu, all that.
So like,
and then for them to pull all Disney shows off of all those, but that's where
Hulu still has some Disney.
Who?
Hulu still has some.
But
Disney.
that's where they OD'd.
Yeah, I guess.
That's where it's like, really, you gonna pull all your shows?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you're right though. You're right.
They do. It's theirs.
But the thing is though, like for them not to monopolize, the only way they could do, in theory, would have to buy Netflix or XY or whatever.
Do you know how many fucking people are on Disney Plus right now?
I heard it's bad.
It's fucking.
I heard it's good, but I heard it's bad because.
Whether it's
something.
good or bad, I think it has like 1 point some odd billion dollars.
It's gonna expand because of the fact that a lot of shows that majority of us currently watch involve Disney.
Yes.
And it's like,
and also that Disney has exclusives on it now.
Exactly.
That's only on Disney Plus.
So like now,
and everybody wants to see a Disney exclusive.
your facts.
You feel me?
I will get a Disney exclusive or a Disney Plus when they drop the next Marvel that they're gonna sit here and go, yeah, we're gonna
only have it on fucking Disney
two more
Plus.
weeks prior before movies.
Yo, and then on top of that, The Mandalorian.
I heard about it. I've been hearing the Baby Yoda thing. I haven't
It's
watched
not
it yet.
Baby.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I heard it's not Baby Yoda. Alright guys, I think we're done for today because I know my phone gonna be like, you're overheating, you like whatever. So thank you guys again. Appreciate it. If you like this, if you like this motherfucker over here, and one day listen to his podcast and what he's interested in doing throughout his entire life, click on the link below or look at the link below. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook,
like
TikTok, soon to be.
TikTok, Twitter? Absolutely.
Twitter as well.
I'm on all platforms, bro. You know, you
I'm
got
on McDonald.
SoundCloud, all that.
Fuck this noise.
So,
what you guys say to these niggas?
On the job of me.
My stomach, I want McDonald's.
Yo, my stomach is growling.
I'm so glad I got this gift card. Because that's the only money I got left. Alright, peace, y'all.